OMG. Guys, it tastes just like a New York cheesecake. So good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds by making healthier versions of some of my favorite foods. So today we're gonna be making cheesecake. So I have always been obsessed with cheesecake, but cheesecake is definitely like very calorie dense, very high in carbs because of the crust. And so not only is this gonna be a much healthier, lighter version, but it's also no bake. So it makes it super, super easy. So the first thing, I kind of have everything laid out here. Very, very simple. This is also a high protein dessert. So we are using Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is very, very nutrient dense, full of protein. And then for the graham crackers, now guys, you can actually omit the graham crackers altogether, and it's gonna be even a lighter version and even a lower carb version. But I feel like when you really are craving like cheesecake, I feel like you definitely wanna have a little bit of that crust. So I do have some gluten-free, very, very clean graham crackers right here. And then with butter, and this is for our topping. So the first thing we're gonna do to get started, if you wanna make this with me, because it's so easy, you could definitely follow along. We're gonna start by melting our butter, and then we're gonna put that right into our graham crackers to form our crust. Now for our graham crackers, I'm just going to transfer them into a big bowl, and then we're gonna smash them. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of crush them because they're gonna absorb the butter. You could actually make this with almond flour, okay? Just do almond flour if you want it to be, because this is gonna be low carb, but if you want it to be like keto, do almond flour, the butter, and then you can add a little bit of sweetener, you can add a little bit of cinnamon, and it'll taste just like a graham cracker, trust me. I used to make them all the time. And we're gonna add in our butter. So mine turned out a little wetter than what I like for a crust. It's probably just because I needed a little bit more graham crackers. So what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of almond flour, because you want it to be like wet sand. It shouldn't be too wet. And we're gonna set that aside and do our filling, okay? So for the filling, we need cream cheese, and you can do the fat-free cream cheese, the low-fat cream cheese, you can do a dairy-free cream cheese, and some yogurt. Greek yogurt literally has like almost 20 grams of protein for less than a cup, like 3/4 of a cup. So Greek yogurt is definitely the way to go if you're trying to get in like a little bit more protein, you know, when you're having like snacks, or in this case, like a dessert. And then we have, you can use honey, you can use maple, you can even use sweetener. So all of it will work. A little vanilla. And because cheesecake, usually you're looking for that tart, like a New York cheesecake or a plain cheesecake is gonna have a little bit of tart to it. So you wanna do a little bit of lemon juice. And we're gonna give this a good mix. The cream cheese, it helps if it is room temperature, because it just helps all the ingredients really mix together. So you can totally use a stand mixer or a hand mixer, but you can also just use a whisk and it's gonna work. It just becomes like this really thick, creamy filling that you could actually just eat as is. Even just like with a bowl of strawberries, if you sit down with like a small bowl of this stuff, look at it. It's just like so thick and creamy. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So this is all done, and now let's put it together. I'm gonna use this little guy here for like the bite size. It's just a little silicone mat. Grab this on Amazon. I'll leave it linked for you. First thing you're gonna do is just grab your little crust. Now, you can definitely make it a thick crust, okay? But with me, you know, I'm always thinking, I'm thinking calories, I'm thinking how many can I have, I'm thinking carbs. So what I'm gonna do is just put it down, and then I will press it after. But it just kind of shows you how a little goes a long way here. But these are really great to have. I put them in, you can put them like in a little glass storage container, in a Ziploc bag, keep them in the freezer. Whenever you are craving like something creamy, like a cheesecake, then you have them in there. I love prepping my desserts because I am definitely someone that craves something sweet after I eat, and there's nothing better than having your own dessert because you know exactly what you're putting into your body. Okay, so all the crusts are now pushed in. So what I'm gonna do is just grab my cheesecake filling, and I'm just using like a really small little ice cream scooper, and I'm just gonna put that right in. Now these are gonna go into the freezer, they're gonna set, and when they're done, then I'm gonna plate them and show you how you can eat these with fruit, just to make it more of like a balanced dessert. But guys, you're gonna have cheesecake when you make these within the hour. Okay, so our cheesecake bites are gonna be in the freezer for about an hour. Right now I'm just gonna take my probiotic and prebiotic. This is the DS1 by Seed. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this is my absolute go-to. If you don't have a high quality probiotic and prebiotic that you love and trust, I highly recommend Seed. This is actually a 2-in-1. So it's both prebiotic and probiotic. It has a capsule inside, so it's a capsule within a capsule, makes it all the way down into your colon, feeds all the gut bacteria that needs to be fed down there. These, for me personally, have made a world of a difference. I used to get really super bloated after I ate. I was having like issues with my hair. I was having super dry skin, inflammation all over my body. It was really like a whole hot mess. I incorporated a high quality probiotic and prebiotic. I obviously did make some changes with seed oils, eliminating some of that processed junk that I was pretty much eating on a daily. So you do have to make some changes, but incorporating a high quality probiotic and prebiotic can make a world of a difference. So I'm gonna leave these links for you. You can use my discount code, which is LCL25. It'll get you 25% off your entire order. And I literally just take 2 in the morning. I try to do it on an empty stomach, but sometimes I forget and I'll just do it like with breakfast or whatever. I feel like it doesn't really make that big of a difference because you're still putting in that healthy bacteria into your gut, but that's pretty much it. So cheers. So that'll be ready in about an hour, and then we're gonna top it with our fresh fruit. I feel like fresh fruit and cheesecake just goes like hand in hand, but you could definitely go like the caramel and like peanut butter and fudgy route. I just feel like with a fruit, it's like nice and fresh for summer. So when it's done, we'll put it together. All right, so our cheesecake bites have been in here for about an hour and a half, and they are perfect. Look. This is why I love the silicone mats, because they just come off so easy. Nothing stays in, mess free. And now I'm gonna plate these so you can see how you can enjoy your little cheesecake bites, where they are just, they feel like, kind of like it gives you the full experience of real cheesecake. So we're gonna top it with whipped cream. So a little bit of whip. And then we have our fresh fruit. So you can either do little pieces, right? And of course you can always add so much more fruit, but I think that a few pieces just makes it look really nice. All right guys, and look at that. So beautiful, super clean and sleek. And you can always throw some extra blueberries on here. I don't know, I think that looks really, really cute. But anyway, that is just completely optional. I'm just throwing extra stuff on there. What you want to know is the dessert, the cheesecake bites, and the taste and texture. So let's go ahead and try one. All right, so I'm gonna grab this little guy right here. Cheers. OMG. Guys. So good. It tastes just like a New York cheesecake. I think of like an original cheesecake. This is what it tastes like. The only thing is that it's like frozen. But it doesn't taste icy. You know how a lot of times when you put things into the freezer, it tastes more icy? This is nice and creamy, delicious. If you love cheesecake, you have to make these. These turn out to be roughly about 30 calories per cheesecake bite. They're low in calories, low in carbs. They're keto friendly, diabetic friendly, weight loss friendly, and on top of that, they are just so delicious. So if you love cheesecake and you're on a weight loss journey, or you're just trying to kind of live a healthier lifestyle, These right here, you have to try them. Once you do, make sure you come back, let me know. I love hearing your guys' reactions, and I love to see if you guys tweak them or add anything additional. It always just gives me more ideas as well. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the little bell notification so that you're reminded every time I post a video, just like this one. And share my channel, share this recipe with friends and family, whether they're trying to lose weight, maybe they're diabetic, or just trying to live a healthier lifestyle. You never know. Things like this could be super, super helpful for them. But thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll see you on my next video. Mwah.